It's almost showtime.
Mm-hmm. All right. Come on. It's going to be fun.
Can't wait.
Just waiting for Restream to catch up to me.
Just bear with us, guys. We're getting ready to broadcast.
Here we go. This is going to be good.
I had to angle it down because I'm shorter than you, so I lifted my chair up.
All right. Okay, we are up. Restream is up.
I see it.
Oh, I see.
it.
Hello, honey,
we are
already.
Broadcasting.
Yeah.
We are broadcasting. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I shared the crap out of it so much today that I got banned from sharing now from Facebook.
Yeah, she did.
I did. Till November 20. They're punishing me till November 20 even. I'm not allowed to post anything on any group or anything. I'm literally Facebook punished. Yeah, that's how much I shared the crap out of your show today.
Kylie J wants to know how you're feeling. Yeah, Michelle is here talking,
I'm
but
here, guys.
she's not well enough to be on camera yet.
Yeah, I look like death from Andy
So this
Over.
way, if she comes and goes, it's okay because we don't have to worry about disturbing what's happening with her.
Yep, as you guys know, I've had a health issue. I just got out of the hospital. But I'm hanging in there.
26 seconds, then we can tell them after.
Don't go without a fight.
We got a bunch coming up.
Share.
Man, guys, we're going to have fun.
It keeps telling me I'm restricted.
I'm sharing it now, too.
Yeah.
All right. I'm restricted, guys.
Hey, Sheila. Hey, Robert.
Oh, man.
Hey, Kendra.
I can't even share
Hi,
my own
Kylie.
page.
Here we go.
I'm going live.
3, 2, 1. Love Talk Radio. This is Susan Swanbeck, CEO of the ATU Network. This work is protected by Creative Commons.
For the next 2 fun-filled hours, get ready.
I wonder who that is.
New. Be inspired, enlightened, spooked, helped, laugh, cry, and be awakened. And now, your host of Awakening the Unknown. So please welcome
Susan Swanbeck,
Michelle Sullivan. I'm
who
in
is
covert
here
ops
and
today.
voice only.
Yes, I'm in covert operations right now.
But, I mean, guys, telling you got to share. Nobody's going to want to miss this show.
Yes.
Because we have, like, I can't say the one and the only because now he brought his other half with him. So
He's got a
I don't
partner
know.
in crime
We're gonna have a lot of fun with this. So yeah, she's like, oh no. So we've got Cody Ray Desbians and
Satori Haas, guys. So welcome. Are they like the
Yes.
cutest couple? They have the most
so
adorable
if you
couple.
guys didn't know, our voiceovers are done by Cody.
Exactly.
We don't change them. We just take off what's not appropriate because we won't take Cody's voice out of there.
Well, that's because Cody has been super busy
Yep.
with his life.
So this is a great occasion because this is Satori's first interview.
I know.
Oh my God, are we going to have fun?
Wow, your very first interview?
This is going to be a blast.
Now I know.
This is going to be a blast. I've been blocked too from sharing. So, guys, share the show.
That's how
out
much
for
we have
us.
shared today, honestly.
We got blocked off everything
Oh
tonight.
my goodness gracious.
Funny.
Oh, Jesus. Only us. Only us.
So I'm going to ask a little girl gossip right now,
Uh-oh,
Satori.
here we
How
go.
long have you guys been together now? Satori.
Not that long. About a month or so.
Awesome.
Ah.
Now, how long did it take you guys to come to your senses
Here she
and get
goes.
together?
Here she goes. We'll get to the paranormal eventually.
We will.
I know, right?
But we got to find out the good. Because I'm feeling like it took you guys a hell of a long time to just open up and get together. You guys should have been together a long time
Not
ago.
really. Not really.
I don't know.
She's funny.
You guys are too cute.
So, I mean, since the last time we talked about all of your DesTech stuff, like the DesTech balls, which I did announce on a couple of radio programs Michelle was were on.
I even brought it to a
I
sushi
actually
restaurant.
used it.
Yes.
You know the Travel Channel, The Swamp episode that they filmed. It's called The Devil's
The
something.
Devil's Swamp or
yeah,
something.
I was like one of the psychics in there.
Yeah.
Of course, I had to use Cody's Destech ball.
She used your balls. She brought your ball with her.
I was advertising, dude. What's this? Don't worry, it's just Cody's balls.
That's
I'm
right.
sure they took that out.
We even brought it one time to a sushi restaurant.
Yeah, we did.
We brought it to a sushi
Dude, we had it in a
restaurant.
sushi restaurant,
Oh my
an
God.
older restaurant down here in the city, and we wanted to see if the ball would go off as we were waiting for our food.
Oh my
Everybody
God.
thinks we're nuts because we're sitting here talking to
this little round ball.
in the middle of the table, talking to it, trying to find out what's going on, and it's lighting up.
It was lighting up like crazy.
Yeah.
We were freaking everybody
Hey,
out.
we wouldn't touch the table. Our hands were up, and we're talking to the ball, and it's like, is there a spirit around?
Yeah,
and I
waiters-
swear to God, the waiter was like afraid to come up to us.
Yeah, the waiters were literally
Yeah.
afraid to come up to our
Yeah.
table. It was like unbelievable.
Yeah.
But your ball was a total success.
Yep, it was. And of course, Michelle's never going to call it a Destech, whatever it is. She's going to call it Cody's ball.
Oh, it's Cody's ball.
Yeah, so forget that. That'll always be like that.
But they work miracles, I have to say. They are fantastic. And I trust it every time. Honestly, I trust it every time.
So if they didn't cut out my pot, you will see your ball getting used.
Yes.
Good. That's great.
If they didn't. I don't know if they did or they didn't. I know they kept some of my EVP and my photography fitted and some of my video. I know they kept those in. So that's good enough for me. Good for the network. That's all I care.
So, like, how have you guys been? Like, are you guys part of now? Both of you guys are all straight taps now? Or what's the goods?
Yeah, it's been mostly taps cases for at least the past year. For
Yeah.
Me, yeah.
Good.
I still work with Rise Up.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
They're still doing a lot of historical events and things like that to benefit historical societies. So that's at the Payne House in Coventry and
Yeah.
Smith's Castle in Wickford, Rhode Island.
Oh, that's
Still
amazing.
doing those. They're actually ending right now because these locations aren't open in the wintertime just because of heat and things like that.
Yeah.
So they close down for the winter, and then in the springtime they'll open back up and do some paranormal events. But pretty much every weekend we're on a private taps case in the New England area.
Nice.
Yeah, it's definitely been busy for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
So you got a lot of filming going on with the Travel Channel then, right?
we did. If you seen last week on
Oh, I have been bugging her to sit still long enough to see the episode with me. She's got to check out the episode.
We
But
haven't
I've-
watched it yet,
Yeah.
so we're talking blind
I literally,
with everybody right now.
I literally have stalked all the internet stuff, but I didn't watch the episode yet because I was waiting for Sue so we could watch it together.
Yeah, but you were in the hospital.
I know,
And then
so
we had a bunch
that's
of personal
why.
orders come in.
So
So
I was in the hospital,
Being in the hospital is a good excuse to miss it.
but I would not have missed this for the world. I literally would have broadcasted with Zoom. Yeah, I'm very dedicated. So what other charities have you guys been working with? I noticed in the T-shirt you had a breast cancer sign on your shirt story.
Yeah.
What other kind of charities you guys work with?
So we've been doing a lot of work for breast cancer. So the Susan G. Komen 3-day walk and
Yep.
suicide awareness as well.
Out of Darkness Walk.
Out of Darkness Walk.
Wow.
So those two have been the charities we've been pushing a lot. We've had shirts made for each of those, and the proceeds get donated 100% to either one of those charities.
nice.
Our team lead, Tracy, she's the case manager. She actually does those walks. She does the Susan G. Komen walk. She does the Out of Darkness walk for
Wow.
suicide there.
Awesome.
And so she's the one doing it all. And we run these events primarily at a place called the Primitive Crow in Basra, Connecticut.
Wow.
It's an antique
Wow.
store. Really, we've gotten some really great activity there. Maybe because of all the objects that are happening there. All the objects that are there. Maybe attachments. We found some objects seem to have. We always ask everybody who comes to the events if you have any strange feelings with any of the objects in the store.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been times where the people have pointed out a specific object, and I actually ended up bringing one of them home from that place.
Yeah.
Wow.
What'd you
really?
get? What'd you get?
What'd you bring?
It's an end. Let's see if we can pull it out here. Let's move this wand.
It was like that haunted mask. The last time when you came on with Dustin and you guys had that
That
haunted
thing
mask.
was awesome.
That
The
was
energy
awesome.
off that was amazing.
Which one was that?
You did
the
it with,
mask.
Yeah, you did it with Dustin on one of our episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Awesome.
Oh my.
You still got it. You are just a glutton for punishment, guy. You love it.
Wow.
It's an old biscuit tin.
Oh, really? A haunted biscuit tin?
A haunted biscuit tin.
Well, I believe it. Anything could be haunted. That's
Biscuits just kept appearing, but they don't.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool though if it did.
right. That would be so
Yeah.
amazing.
So did you get like any like EVP or any like electric spike on that or?
Did you bring your balls with you?
It's funny.
Yeah.
But we never got any EVPs or anything.
No,
Right.
we didn't voices. We got some EMF hits off of it, and you know, this is one of those occasions where we asked the people that were there if you know, there was an object, you know, that they felt some sort of strange feeling with.
Did that belong to a guy by any chance?
I'm not sure, to tell you the truth. We really have no background on it. The
Huh.
owner of the store, I guess they do. What's the word I'm looking for? Where they have other sellers put their
Consignment.
assignment. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this happened to be, you know, somebody else's product that she was selling for.
Wow.
And she didn't know anything about it, but everybody, you know, claimed to have. Well, mostly everybody claimed to have some sort of strange feeling around this one, and it was on a shelf with a bunch of stuff. And this was the only thing that, you know, people were drawn to that night.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Wow.
We were in the location, and you know, just tried to see. We let different people hold it, and one person thought they heard something knocking inside of it.
Ooh.
There were some people that, you know, when they held it, they felt strange. Some people, when they were just in the vicinity of it, they felt strange.
Wow.
Is
All
it-
different things, but-
Is it like a
Yeah,
Dybbuk
crazy.
box? Was it originally like a Dybbuk box? Do you know what that
I'm
is?
not sure, to tell you the truth. I'm not sure if you know. It's just, you know, this came from somebody's house that, you know, they were attached to it, or
Huh.
maybe it's somebody that, you know, ate biscuits every morning.
He was hungry.
You like them?
Yeah, no, we find those patterns, as you know, in, you know,
Right.
residual hauntings, where
Yeah.
you know, if somebody does something over and over again, like eat biscuits every morning, who knows?
Who
Yeah.
knows, right?
Maybe something's attached to this.
Yeah, that's an old box.
That is amazing.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
You always get
Wow.
some good finds on all your travels and adventures. You do.
I think I do, at least.
You do, actually.
As he looks around his office.
Right? That's
Yeah,
amazing.
freaked out for sure.
Wow.
So, Satori,
And clutter.
let's interrogate Satori for a second.
Oh yeah, I definitely
Yeah.
want to.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
now it's
you.
we gotta
This
literally-
is like we're gonna fight over you now.
Okay.
Now you've been involved in the paranormal basically your entire life. Well, since your father actually started, did it make it? Honestly, the question is, did it make it difficult for you in school? Did you have like false friends, people that expect you to know things you didn't? People come to you for all this advice because of who your father was, not really getting to know who you really were.
But Cody still loves you because you're real.
I know. I was just curious.
So, yeah, my dad has been doing this since the 90s.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of born with it already happening, and then the show took off 2004. So I think growing up, it was kind of weird. Like, I don't think I've ever had any fake friends, just because, you know, I like to gravitate towards people I feel comfortable with, and I feel like knew me before they knew of the show.
Right.
Grew up with.
Good.
So I haven't really had any fake people. I think it has kind of made things a little weird. Like growing up, going out. Sometimes people will be like, "Hey, is that so and so?" Like at
Right.
the store
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But other than that, we've never really had any weird things like with friends or any. Fake
That's
people.
good. That's really good. That's good because that does happen. It's something that I actually researched. A lot of kids, when parents grow up in the field, like on the camera, a lot of times they do have particular issues. So I was just curious. That was
That's a
something I researched.
psychologist in her,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
That's a
My
psychologist
psychology
in
thing.
her.
It was a curious psychology question.
So you must have heard some really crazy adventures growing up from your dad.
Crazy adventures.
Yeah, you like all the I call it adventures. I honestly do. But you must have heard some amazing like stories because you're a history buff, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm kind of a history buff, so like if I go out to cases with Cody and stuff, and there's a house that people don't know the history of, I like to kind of search it up or get some help. I don't know. I can't think of any crazy stories that I've had, you know, with my dad and stuff. Like honestly, the TAPS team has had so many crazy stories. I just kind of grew up with the fact that my dad goes out and hunt spirits for a living.
Right?
Yeah, so like you, it was normal. This is your norm.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
normal for me. I never grew up thinking like, oh, it's weird that my dad's a ghost hunter because it's something I never saw the opposite of. So
He must
So-
be so proud of you, though, that you are in the field, the same field that he loves to do. He must be absolutely
he is.
proud.
All the sisters kind of have their own paranormal like interest in like we have our own interest in the paranormal.
Right.
So I think he's really proud that we're kind of growing up and he can pass down the staff a little bit to us.
Yes.
And so that's why I'm on the TAP team to kind of carry it on the legacy and stuff.
So
That is so amazing.
we know Cody is, I'm sorry, we're biased, the world's greatest EVP person ever. Sorry, ever. He's the world-renowned
Nobody
EVP
competes with
specialist.
you. Nobody can
So,
compete with
what
you.
is your specialty besides history?
What do you like to do on your investigations?
I know.
You
So
tell
lucky
me. You tell
but
me.
you should.
I don't know.
One thing that we've all noticed on the team is Satori's really good with talking to people. I'm good with technology and
Right.
I'm good with introducing myself and things like that. But Satori's good with connecting with people.
Now, the living or the dead people? I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure that part.
Oh, boy.
Nice! Nice!
That is so awesome. Great. You can use it as
So,
bait.
pretty much, she asks the questions, you get the answers, and say, wait, say that again.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is.
But
Do you-
yeah, a lot of times you're going into homes where people are scared.
Right,
Just to have us there calms them down a lot.
right.
And when you have a conversation, starting that conversation is sometimes a little tough, and that's something Satori knows how to do. Start a conversation.
I like to talk.
Well, that's fantastic, though.
That's a good thing, though. That it really is.
What do you usually tell the families and things that you go into? Because you are going into a crisis kind of situation.
Yeah.
Well, usually I kind of like to calm them down, especially if they have children and stuff and they're worried about what may be going on. I kind of come in and I'm like, hey, I grew up with a dad that was in the paranormal. Like, I grew up as a child in the paranormal field. So
Yeah.
it's not as scary for that as it may seem for you. It may be an imaginary friend to them, like stuff like that. I try to calm them down.
Mm-hmm.
And then I try, getting them to talk about themselves so they get more comfortable and they kind of welcome
Yeah.
us into their home a little bit more, and
Yeah.
we kind of work from there. So
Yeah, that makes a lot of
That is
sense.
so
It really
awesome.
does. It really does, because if people know that they're not alone and they don't feel alone, it gives them more of that opportunity to have that ability to be able to open up, because then they know, okay, I'm not nuts, I'm not crazy.
So you are
Yeah.
the bomb at care and loving support for these families. That's your specialty.
Yeah, not just the families, the spirits.
Everyone. Yeah, dead
Have
or
you
alive.
gotten a fresh spirit yet?
Have you got one?
Somebody who's recently passed away.
Yeah, fresh. Rude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've been.
Yeah.
No, you remember better than me. Honestly.
Yeah, that psychological office, the spirit was pretty new.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's awesome. How did that come to be? That you guys got there?
We were.
Yeah, we were contacted by the owner of the office, and
She wanted to keep it on a down low because it's it's psychological. It's like a practice.
Right.
Her own business building, so we kind of just went one night on the down low, and we caught some like activity, and turns out next time we went there, she told us, opened up about somebody that recently passed away.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah.
my friend, I guess, did some maintenance around the building, like cut the lawn and things like that, and he tragically passed away, within the past few years there. And we do believe we've contacted him, and definitely brought her closure that everything was okay, and
That's good.
nothing bad is at her office, and everything's okay now.
Good.
Oh, that's amazing. That's so
Yeah,
good.
everything worked out great there.
Wow.
That is awesome. I like
So
that.
you guys are really, really busy. I mean, it's been a long time since we had time to even talk to you, Cody. What do you do on your days off now these days? Like, what are you inventing?
Let's see. On his day off, I'll guess. Maybe he's coming close to his own show, maybe sometime in the future.
I don't know.
Just guessing.
You're an amazing inventor. You are an amazing inventor.
Yeah, so have you added any more gadgets recently?
'Cause last time we talked to you, you were working on
We're
something.
Working on some stuff that's being built and tested right now. So as soon as it's all put together and ready to show, you guys are going to be the first people, like last time, to see it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
There's definitely some equipment that's it's involving music actually.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
You get a different perspective, kind of like a trigger, or have you ever heard of the Singapore theory?
Yeah.
Yep.
Play music in hopes to,
Right.
The response or trigger something from a time period. Or
Right.
something like that. So
Yeah.
that's the latest thing that I've been working on.
Nice.
So as soon as that's together, you guys will be sure to see it. For sure.
Yay. So that's going to be your next patent? Is that going to be your next patent that you put out? Is that what's going to be the next
It could
thing?
be. I don't
I
know.
hope so.
Okay.
I hope so. I have a couple of other things that have been built. They're finished, but they're just in the testing stages because I don't really want to put anything out there until I know it's working good and have
Yep.
some data and stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's down the line. That the music thing is probably the fourth one so far.
Wow.
That's
Yeah, I find that interesting because normally, like when Michelle and I went into Maplecroft, we brought props from that time era.
I believe in using that.
Yeah, because it's more of, I find it's more of a connection. So to me, the music theory makes total sense. It really does.
And then I used an old antique phone that we brought in as a
Wrong
trigger
way.
object, and I tried
The
calling.
Wrong way.
I know it was the wrong way. I still couldn't figure out how to use it. I can't even use my cell phone these days. After time. But I used the prop, and we got a full apparition picture of Lizzie Borden. Full
Yeah,
apparition.
I took it over to. I've got to show it to you. I keep forgetting. I took it over to. I took it over to a negative. A lot of the photos that I take, I'll bring right over to a negative, just to make sure that it's not. I want to make sure it's what I see. So if I see it clearly in the negative, then I know there's something there usually. So I'm better with the photos than I am with the EVP.
But the trigger
I can
object
catch
worked.
the EVP, but
Oh yeah.
you can't beat the expert here.
Oh wait a minute.
know?
Do you have the EVP from Lizzie Borden? You guys want to hear Lizzie Borden's voice?
I think he heard it before.
Can you play it?
I could play it if he wants to.
All right.
It's up to him. This is about them.
This is. I know, but you're going to come on. We're spreading the words. We're gossiping
Okay.
here.
All right.
now.
So I think I sent you this one. I'm not sure. This might have been the ones I sent you to test.
All right.
Here we go.
Do you guys?
Oh yeah, I kind of remember that now.
Yeah.
All right. That was Lizzie
that's
Borden
the
calling
that's
me
the
names.
word I had to look up.
Yeah, she was
I
calling me names.
No
Lizzie Borden.
idea what malarious meant, so I had to look it up.
Yeah, yeah, but she had the nerve
Yeah.
to call me
You were
names.
using the phone the wrong way.
Oh, that's funny.
So
Yeah.
she showed up because she's like, "Well, look at this dumb girl. Can't even use a telephone. I'm gonna call her on it."
Evidently, malarious is the combination of what is it? Delirious, being delirious and being ridiculous at the same time. It was something
Yeah.
like that.
Something
It's
weird.
a word they used to use, malarious. So it's like, okay, that's Michelle.
Yeah, so that's Lizzie Borden's
Yeah.
voice at her elderly age as she passed away
Yeah.
and calling me names, so still feisty as all hell.
Yeah.
It was great.
So you got the voice in the picture there. Did you get anything else?
I got a couple of more things. She said this is Trudy's room.
Yep, she's
So I haven't had a
identified.
chance to put it together because as I was putting it together, I had to move.
And we had crystal candles
So-
that were moving, literally moving.
Yes,
Somebody was
I got
strumming
that
their
too.
fingers on
So
it.
we do have objects
the video.
actually moving
Yep.
on the candelabras.
So we actually caught that.
Yeah, there was
too.
no way because there was only one moving, not the rest. Because if it was wind, all of them would have blown.
And
But
yeah.
it was just one of them.
And it was like somebody was
One
just
of 'em was
putting their
glowing.
fingers gently
Yeah.
on them and making them like twinkle.
I
like
could have
little
sworn
strumming.
we heard a dog bark too.
Yeah, we have one, and Lizzie
Yeah.
Borden had a dog, and then there's actually a
Yeah.
dog in quite a few of her pictures, and we believe we caught the dog barking in the house. That was another one
Yeah.
we got too.
That was mostly the basement.
Yeah,
Mostly the basement, yeah. But she did say Trudy's room.
Yeah, she
when we asked
identified-
whose room this was, we were, excuse me, but we were trying to be polite, like whose room is this? And that's when she said Trudy's room.
Yeah, so we had a great time.
So, yeah.
Nevertheless,
It was very it was very enlightening. So
We were sent there to see if it actually was haunted before they put it out to the public. Cause
it's
Maplecroft
still not
is
out
still
yet.
not out.
Maplecroft, I don't think is open yet.
They were planning on putting it open.
No, I
No.
think Deb Vickers invited us up.
Yep. So we
So
went.
Great.
yeah, we went up and we did that. So it was a lot of
if you guys
fun.
ever have a chance to get there,
Yeah, if
definitely
Taps
go.
ever does,
Yeah.
definitely, guys, go. I mean, as long as you're polite and don't accuse her of being the murderer,
She talks
is
nice.
She was very wide open and talked very pleasant to us.
She truly was.
And she liked Joe. My son came with me this time. My son investigates with us. I think you've met Joe.
I
Yeah,
know.
he came with us there, and she liked him.
Yeah, it was very sweet.
So she was very nice to him. Kept
Yeah.
mentioning him, so that was cool.
And yes, we're talking about Lizzie Borden,
Yeah.
the supposed axe murderer. But she was really
Supposed,
sweet.
yeah.
Yeah.
Supposed.
It always is.
Yeah. But it was
So-
a great time.
Yeah, it really was.
It really was.
But we should probably talk
So,
about them.
Yeah, I want to ask you guys, what's been your like most favorite like investigation up to now? What's been your just the one that you just it was the best time ever? What was your favorites?
You got one?
I don't know. The Primitive Crow was pretty cool. Every event we had there, I think the coolest thing there was we were in the attic investigating, and we were getting some like knock responses. And
Nice.
At all, like the light sphere was going off,
Nice.
and I remember we were heading downstairs, and we lost it, didn't we?
Yeah.
You lost your ball?
And we lost it. I made a joke. I was like, "Oh, wouldn't it be cool if anything up here puts it near the door or whatever, and leaves it there for us when we come up to clean up? It'd be very nice. 'Cause
Yeah.
we might have taken it. We came back upstairs and it was there.
Nice.
Oh,
Wow. That is cool. That is cool. Hey, Brenda, how you doing,
that's
girl?
so amazing.
Hello,
though.
Michelle.
You someday you're gonna look back on your life and you guys are gonna be like, wow, I literally experienced the most amazing life.
Oh, big
You
time.
guys are awesome.
Hi, Tammy Beth. Hi, Jane Hart. Sorry. Hi, Robert White. Just trying to say hi to everybody.
Yes, I'm
else.
gonna compliment the hell out of you guys. So Cody, you've done a lot of investigations. What's been your favorite so far?
Yeah, I've probably there was this one case we did in Massachusetts, and I'm not sure if I told the story, but it's worth telling again for sure.
Go for it.
We did a private home, and
Yep.
it was a family with a few kids, teenagers, and when we go to a house, Tracy, the case manager, usually sends out an email briefing us, a little bit about the history of what's going on, and just very briefly, because once we get there, we like to have face-to-face conversations.
Right.
Sorry, the lights are like flickering in here.
Oh, they're going. Cody's balls are working.
I just changed.
Yeah, it could be the light switch. There you go.
Yep.
So we like to have face-to-face conversation when we get there, just to get the emotional side of things and just to see how
Right.
the emotions really are.
Mm-hmm.
So we were told in the email that they unfortunately had lost their daughter, their teenage daughter,
Oh.
but they didn't give any information on how she had passed away or anything like that. But they didn't believe it was her because they were having activity before she had passed away.
Oh.
So they felt a male energy there
Hmm.
that was walking at the bottom of the stairs, they would say, like a big shadow.
Oh, wow.
Walk at the bottom of the stairs. So after hearing this, being the tech person, I was setting up a full spectrum camera at the top of the steps, looking down to hopefully capture this shadow person.
Right.
And so I was on one knee playing with the settings on the camera, and Tracy and another female investigator were having a conversation. They were catching up, what they had done over the past week.
Right.
So I really wasn't paying attention to what they were talking about. I was focusing on the camera. And we were there in October of 2015, I believe.
Wow.
2015. And I heard what I thought one of them say, a female voice say, "Are you going to be there, or are we going to be there September 10th?"
Wow.
And the reason why that got my attention was because it was October, and I couldn't understand why we were going to book a case out or an event almost a year away
Right.
Wow.
in September. So I stopped what I was doing. I turned my head really quick, and I said, what would you just say? And they stopped talking and, just gave me that blank stare. And right then I knew that they didn't say it, but I was just trying to, I went back and forth for
Yeah.
55 minutes, just trying to get some rational explanation as to why I just heard that.
Right.
And so finally, I of course believe them. Trust is a big thing when you're a part of a team. So
Right.
I believe them that they didn't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
But you can kind of see where this is going. So they decide to yell down to Steve downstairs and ask, go ask the family who happened to be sitting on their sun porch in the back there
Oh
Right.
wow.
if September 10th meant anything to them. And he goes out and asks them and comes back in, same with that blank stare again, and says, September 10th, a few years ago, their daughter decided to go to Boston with her boyfriend at the time, just before college, to take some pictures of the sunset
Right.
on top. So they climbed to the top of an abandoned skyscraper.
Wow.
And unfortunately, she stepped on an air conditioning duct and
Oh.
fell down 10 stories and landed in a room with no windows or doors, just
Oh.
brick walls on all four sides.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
So it took the firemen, hours to get to her because it wasn't on the blueprints of the building, and they
Oh.
had to break down the walls. And
Wow.
once the firemen did get to her, they said she unfortunately, the way she landed, she died on impact.
Oh
But the
my
strange thing was that her boyfriend, who was still at the top of the building, claimed to have been having a conversation with her until the firemen got there. She was saying she was okay, she wasn't hurt, she was fine, she just couldn't get
Wow.
out of the room, which is strange. Could that have been paranormal in itself? It must have been. If the fireman said that she died on impact, how is she having this conversation saying she's okay?
Right.
Exactly.
That happened on September 10th, a few years before we were there.
Wow.
And now, this is starting to sink in. Like, why did I hear this? Why did it, sound? And the more I'm putting it back in my head, it didn't sound like Tracy or Chris, that were having the conversation. It sounded different. Why was I the only one that heard it?
Right.
So one thing I always do is somebody who loves recording audio and stuff. I always have a recorder that's recording the whole length of time that I'm there.
Right.
As soon as we walk through the door, it turns on, and when we leave to pack up,
Yep.
turn off. No matter how long that is, sometimes it's an 8-hour long clip.
Right.
But I carry it with me everywhere I go. And when I was setting up this camera, I put the recorder about halfway up the stairs, and I knew if I had heard this with my ears, it must be on the recorder.
Right.
As soon as I got home, I put the headphones on and fast forwarded to that spot. And sure enough, you hear a voice saying September. I didn't get the 10th, but I got the word September.
Wow.
Wow.
The strange thing was that the voice on the recorder sounds like, a typical EVP, like a whisper almost.
Right.
Right.
I heard it was, sounded like a voice.
It was an actual voice you heard. Yeah.
Whether that's
Wow.
some sort of frequency modulation that happens with the recorder or a frequency transformation, something that, just happens with the recorder itself,
Huh.
depending on the frequency that it's coming in on, who knows?
Wow.
I was the only one that heard this, and there was no way I knew that she passed away on September 10th.
All right.
Wow. That is a cool story.
Wow. I got
Stories are cooler than mine.
I got goosebumps though. You know what I mean? So the spirit, when she died on impact, she automatically was just, her spirit was still there. She didn't even realize that she had
Yeah,
passed.
it could have been too sudden for her to actually realize she was gone.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that is amazing. I got
Maybe
goosebumps.
she just wanted to comfort her boyfriend that was left up there.
Right.
I'm sure he was petrified at what had just happened, and
Right.
stunned and scarred for life.
Oh,
Right.
absolutely.
She was just trying to calm him,
Right.
The best she could.
Aw.
Or like you said, maybe she didn't even, it happened so quick, which we
It could have
find
been,
happens
yeah.
also, that, people who are in car accidents and things that people that die, unfortunately, very suddenly,
Right.
that, sometimes you're just in a confused state for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, your spirit doesn't even
It
realize.
could have been. She could have either been confused or, like you said, trying to comfort him.
Right? That
Wow.
makes sense. Oh my God, I got goosebumps on that.
That was a good story.
we
though. I
actually-
don't remember if I've heard that.
I don't think we
Yeah.
heard that one before.
No, I
Actually,
don't think
that's
we
a
have.
good story.
Yeah.
We have a question, right? We have a question for you in the chat room, guys. So they're asking, have you guys brought any spirits home, and is there any kind of ritual you do if you do? Does that make sense?
Ever brought a spirit home?
You ever felt like that happened to you guys? You ever brought a spirit home?
It's tough for me to tell because I definitely have some. But at least in my house, everything has been contained to the basement. I definitely, said that out loud.
Right.
Nothing's really happened with the stuff I have here. I haven't really witnessed anything, besides the doll over there. The doll's hands have folded
I
open.
was gonna say.
Wow.
There's been a couple things that have moved suddenly because I have security cameras and stuff.
So you got it on video?
I have the doll's hands opening up on video.
Yes.
But there's definitely stuff here, and whether it's come with me or attached with me, but the stuff has been kind of contained to the basement with this stuff.
That's good.
Because a lot of the stuff is claimed to be have attachments or things like that.
Right.
Whether it really does, I don't know. But I definitely we've heard noises. There's definitely been strange things seen. We've seen like a red face cloth drop from the ceiling one time.
Wow.
Nice.
Like a silk face cloth almost that just dropped from the ceiling and disappeared.
Wow.
We we have this one thing upstairs. It's an animal. It's either a skunk or a cat.
No.
A cat with stinky farts?
It doesn't have any smell or
Oh, well, because you said a skunk.
That's a black cat with a white stripe. And I think the person who lived here before had a cat. I don't own a cat. I have dogs.
Oh.
It's seen in the same exact spot, almost like a residual cat.
Right.
It's seen in the same spot, and it just melts into the floor. And
Wow.
steps, when you're going up the stairs to the second floor, you see it, and then it sinks right into the floor.
Does it drive the dog nuts?
The dogs do go crazy at some points.
Mine too.
Oh my God.
I had a cat. My daughter's cat, Lucky, died. And literally, I moved from one house to the other. The cat come with me.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so weird. So the dogs would be barking and chasing something that's not there. Mm-hmm. So
Oh, yeah, it
it's
happens all the
bloody
time.
hilarious. And then we have Bob. We ended up with a new ghost when we moved in
Yeah.
here.
He was
Bob.
already here.
Yeah.
So he likes to be in Joe's room, which we don't tell Joe that.
Yeah.
But he likes
And
to
say,
be
Bob,
in Joe's
behave.
room.
Behave, Bob.
Honestly, I've never brought anything home because I'm one of 6. So it's kind of like I think anything that would want to follow me home would be more intimidating than me, wrong decision.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah, I'm all set. I'll go try over
yeah,
there.
they're like, I don't got enough energy and time for this.
But yeah, like you said with Bob, you're like behave, like stop. I think that's the best way to
Yeah.
follow me home, set ground rules, and eventually they'll be like, I don't like rules. And they'll
Yeah, most kids don't.
Yeah.
Most men don't either. But no offense, Cody.
You're special. You're
Yeah,
super
so yeah, no, none of them do. But all right, so the line of succession, we know like a lot of the history and how you got going and how you met your original Taps family by what you went through. But after we had this speech with you last time, where did you go from there? How did
you get from point A to point
yeah,
B?
how did you get from just doing like the couple of different things, doing the taps, to you guys ended up going on Ghost Nation now? What is it? I think that's what it's called, Ghost
what
Nation.
happened? What started happening after we met you? Which
Yeah.
I did warn you that you were gonna be really famous one day. I warned you. I told you it was gonna happen. So
So yeah, the Ghost Nation case was actually they were actually TAPS cases that we had done months prior.
Wow.
And we had activity there. It's a great family. Last week's episode is great family. Husband, wife, and how many kids? Five.
Five kids.
yes.
5 kids.
You look like you counted 4 though. Yeah, 5. Sorry.
4.
4 kids.
Okay.
Pretty much every kid that was able to talk was having, experiences, seeing things, hearing things.
Wow.
And as well as the people that live there. And you can kind of go into the past of Janelle, who is the homeowner. Her past and her grandmother's past and things like that. Which is why, this ended up becoming an episode.
Huh.
Because it was just a very complex background. And, we kind of wanted another set of ears to listen to the case and dive into the case and kind of get a different perspective, bringing in her dad and Steve. And,
Right.
Yeah. Oh wow.
So Janelle's grandmother, Janelle told me the history when we first came that night. She told me that the only concern she may have is that her grandmother practiced Santeria. And a lot of people like to say that Santeria is all evil and horrible and stuff like that, but really it's not.
Right.
It's not nearly as evil as it's brought out to be.
Yep.
I think the worst of it may have animal sacrifices and stuff like that, but really it's not as bad as it's said to seem. She was just worried that maybe anything that her grandmother had done or anything that might have been done in her family could have followed her to her home.
Oh.
As kind of like a protection thing or
Right.
something decided to follow the family. She just wanted to make sure if something was there, it wasn't messing with her kids because she was more worried about her kids than her and her husband.
Right.
Right.
And I remember how nervous she was when we came because she never thought she'd like, I don't want to mess with the paranormal. I don't want to engage in anything.
Right.
Kind of told us, you're the professionals. Get in here and see if maybe you can figure out what it is and get it to stop. So
Right.
it was interesting.
Yeah, and having the kids, there absolutely makes the kids a priority.
Right.
Especially because they're experiencing things at night. Some of them are being, afraid to sleep in their room at night.
Right.
They're just coming in there, and we definitely recorded footsteps and voices and things like that. And just, for me, it was a learning experience, and for me, learning about Santeria and how it's not bad. And the same thing goes with voodoo. A lot of people
Right.
get a vibe with voodoo.
Right.
A lot of these voodoo dolls, some of them are for protection.
Right.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yes.
And even with the animal sacrifices with Santeria, all these ancient tribes were, sacrificing and, they're sacrificing for their gods. So
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Everybody did it back then.
Yeah, that was
Even the Celts did.
it was like the extreme thing.
So it's a good thing.
Hey.
A lot of our
Yeah.
society today thinks, that's something that's a big no-no.
Yeah.
Right.
Things like that, which is totally understandable.
Yeah. Portuguese
but
kill
that's
pigs, by the
something
way.
they did back then. That's something they did. You can't change history.
Right.
But so just for me, it was a knowledge thing, learning about that, and of course helping them. And,
Wow.
We actually went back the night of the premiere of the show. Good.
Oh, I was gonna say we went to go visit them, and they were happy. They told us that some of the activity was spiking up again, but they've learned to get used to it, and that they know it's not anything really malevolent.
Mm-hmm.
And
Good.
they're kind of glad that we come back and visit and like to check in on them because they feel that whatever's there may listen to us and listen to them because they'll know we'll keep coming back and probably annoying them. So that's kind of how we roll.
They're like-
We're gonna set ground rules, and if you don't follow these ground rules, we're gonna keep coming back.
Oh my god, that's great.
That's awesome.
They-
Now, where did you learn that from? Setting the ground rules with spirits.
Yeah, so how did you learn your ways, Satori? How did
Yeah.
you come about learning your things?
Obviously, since my dad was a paranormal investigator, I'd
Right.
go up sometimes and say, "Oh, I'm seeing things." Like my dad would always tell me, like,
Right.
"Nothing to be afraid of. Like you stand your ground." Actually, my mother was very strong about setting ground rules, and so that's kind of what she taught me. She's told me that you shouldn't be intimidated by anything. Like you stand your ground, you establish your rules, and chances are they'll listen because having that energy, that power over it, may
Right.
establish, some peace, and you make your own little peace bubble. So that's kind of what I learned from my mom.
They're like, if they show up, that means we've been bad and you're gonna get punished.
Yeah,
That's
I like
awesome.
that. I just literally, if there's something going on at the house at night, it's like, dude, I'm sleeping,
Yeah.
and that's it.
That's
So,
what we do.
yeah, it's like I'm sleeping. Leave me alone. Bug me in the morning.
That's awesome. Have you?
Just getting our clients to do that sometimes because it's strange. At first.
Right.
Especially if somebody's not used to this type of stuff. It's strange telling somebody, you have to yell this out loud. You have to really mean this.
Right.
If you want something to stop, you have to say it out loud. And usually we recommend that the whole family, sits around the kitchen table or
Right.
in the living room, on the couch, whatever, all together as a family and just say, what the rule is. If you want to make noise when we're not home, that's fine. But when we're here, don't make noise. Don't bother the kids. Don't do all that.
Right.
Just kind of make a compromise if it's not going away.
Right.
If it's something residual, then we have to explain to them that it's not going to interact with you, and it's something that you just kind of have to learn to keep in the back of your mind. And
Right.
don't pay attention to it and just keep going around with your everyday life.
Now, for those that don't understand, that are actually new to you being on the air, can you explain what residual means to them? What's the difference between a residual haunt and a like
An active haunt.
an active haunt? Yeah.
You do residual.
All right. So residual, so something that has happened repeatedly in the past, we found. So the first thing, if you think your morning routine, when you get out of bed, you maybe go brush your teeth, you walk downstairs, have a cup of coffee, eat some food, and then, go out the front door to work. That's something you do every morning, 5 days a week. So it's something you do repeated. You have the same
Right.
same path.
Right.
And, there's a theory out there, it's called the stone tape theory. Whether, I subscribe to it or not, that's the theory that most people know of, where this energy is, is absorbed into the makings of the home, whether it's the wood that the house is built with or
Right.
the foundation. Here, being in New England, we have a lot of those, minerals that are able to hold energy and
Yep.
Oh yes.
quartz and we have quartz watches that are able to, power themselves through,
Right.
through this mineral.
Right.
So we believe that this energy is somehow, trapped within the buildings of the location and able to replay over and over again. It's not intelligent. It can't communicate with us.
Right.
But it's just kind of doing its own thing repeatedly.
Kind of like a kid that repeatedly missed the laundry basket, even though the laundry basket's here, the dirty laundry goes here. I understand that.
Right. So a lot of times we have claims, one of the big ones is, we see somebody walking through the wall all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe 50 years ago, there was a door in that.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
Exactly. Exactly.
That's why you're seeing somebody walk through the wall. There was a case one of the first cases I ever did. I was 16 years old. It was in Attleboro, Massachusetts.
Awesome.
And every Thanksgiving, they would hear this explosion. They'd be in the basement where, they had their table set up because they'd have a lot of people over. There was a lot of room in the basement. So they set up this long table. They would hear an explosion upstairs on
Right.
Thanksgiving.
Oh
So
wow.
they run upstairs thinking that, there was a mess. Maybe a car drove through the house and
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong. Everything's perfectly fine. So we go back, we go there, we look in the history of the location. And, years ago, one of the neighbors, unfortunately, took his own life by, building out like a homemade bomb and hooking it up to his car battery,
Ah,
car up and everything else.
wow.
That was a residual sound that was happening, pretty much every Thanksgiving.
Wow.
That we were able to record, believe it or not, because
That's
we
cool.
gave them recorders to keep going during their Thanksgiving day,
Right.
and we were able to record this, and it was loud. It sounded like an explosion.
Wow.
That's a residual sound. So there can be sounds that are residual. There can be visual things that are residual.
Yeah.
Noises that are residual. A lot of stuff that can happen that you just can't interact with, and unfortunately, we can't make go away.
Right.
It's just something
Right.
that's trapped within the house.
Right.
Then there's intelligent.
Yeah.
Intelligent or active is obviously a lot different than residuals. So, for instance, if you're at a case and you're asking a question, you're like, what year is this? Or what's your name? Why are you here? And you get a response saying, I'm here just because I want to, or something like that. That's obviously somebody that's able to communicate.
Right.
Somebody that's able to answer your questions, knows you're here, and wants to, establish their communication. So, for instance, it's not the same thing you see every night. You could see some, like, books flying off of shelves, stuff that you've never had happen before.
Right.
And there's a chance that when we get called, we can come in and say, hey, you need to stop this. This is inappropriate. Like, you're scaring these people and you need to leave. Sometimes it works. I think we've had cases where we said things like that and the activity is actually stopped or
Nice.
has been at a certain time where the family's not around. But it's also very hard to, kind of tell something that obviously has moved on. It's not your house anymore. So it's one
Yeah.
of those, it's hard. But an intelligent haunting is obviously something or someone that has passed on that knows, like, to communicate, knows how to communicate, and
Right.
can actually think for itself.
Wow.
Wow.
That's amazing. So what's been your most active activities, Tori?
My most active activity.
Yes.
It's-
I'm trying to think. You've
it's-
done every piece of me.
Yeah, That's Michelle and Ease. What
Yeah.
have you guys? What is your
Yeah, because what's
most?
been the most active
Yeah, that's-
activity you guys have ever
It was a
experienced?
house, and it was built in the 1600s, and it was being
Nice.
renovated. He knows this one. And we went there, and the family, well, not the family, the workers and the family that owned it was saying they found some shoes there when they were renovating the house.
Nice.
They found what looked like an animal bone in the wall, like really weird things. And
Wow.
they said they were having some negative activity happening. And I remember what they said to us. They were like, oh, we just want this grumpy spirit, like whoever this is, to kind of stop because they're scaring away our workers and we need our workers.
Right.
So we didn't actually, it's not that we didn't believe them, it was just kind of, you rarely ever get the chance to see something like this.
Yeah, we kind of like to stay in the middle. We take in all the claims, we listen
Right.
to what everything has to say, and then, kind of do our own thing, be observers in this house. And just
Right.
kinda see what happens. And obviously ask questions based on their claims, but just listen to what's going on.
Mhm.
And at first it didn't start out as much until, I was talking and Tracy was talking, our case manager, and it seemed like whatever was there was kind of giving off a really negative vibe. Cody was he was recording, and the drawer right next to him opened up and actually startled him right there, like we all saw it.
And I missed
Wow. Wow.
It was really funny.
it. Nice.
But, obviously, what was ever there was trying to, get a rise out, trying to scare us out of the house, and we established that we're like, we know you're trying to scare us out of the house. We're the wrong people to kind of try to scare out of the house because we will come into the house if there's activity like this. So you're
Right.
not doing the right thing. And then loud knocking and stomping. I remember a chair moved.
Wow.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
That
Nice.
seemed to kind of be intimidating. And the next time we went, I did some research on the house and found a man that lived there who was really. There were reports of him being mean to his family, and he was just a very not nice individual.
Ah.
And he was a shoemaker, so that explains the era of the 19th century shoes.
Oh.
Right.
And, I remember we went back and the knocking started, things were moving and being really grumpy, and we were like, okay, so we know your name, we know your story, you can't be grumpy to us or we'll keep coming back. And he ceased fire. He kind of laid off a little bit.
Wow.
That was really active.
There's so many, but that's a good one.
That is a good
We
one.
found the history of that one.
Yeah, we were able to kind of blindside him in a way.
He was like, wait a minute.
Sounds unbelievable, but that
Yeah.
house is one of the rarest things that has happened.
Mhm.
We're investigating, and you actually you can feel under your feet these loud knocking noises.
Someone's stomping in front of you.
Yeah. Like
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
and kind of just to the point where it makes you take a step back because you think something's going to run into you.
Right.
And you definitely got especially the woman there, all got the vibe that something was off.
Right.
Yeah.
And,
It made your chest hurt. Like you couldn't breathe when this entity was around, so you kind of knew he was negative.
Wow.
So it was intense after a while until we knew his name and why he was grumpy, and we confronted him on that. And I think
Yeah.
that caught him off guard because nobody ever knew him. until
Right.
then.
Right.
Wow.
This guy we had proof that he was a bad guy. It actually made the front page of the paper in the early 1900s.
Oh, wow.
He was treating his wife really poorly, and for that time period,
A divorce.
It was,
it was hard to divorce.
Yeah.
and
Wow.
she ended up trying to move away, and he ended up ironically moving like 2 streets away from her. So obviously, she was put through some horrible stuff, probably for the rest of her life if he was trying to follow her and things like that.
Wow.
So after Tori found out his name, we did some research. We had one of our friends help us out with some research, and once we knew his name, it kind of took control over the situation. It seemed like.
Right.
Yeah, it was really interesting. It was like he was mean to the women, and he just kind of stayed that way even in death.
Mhm.
And when we established that we weren't going to take it, it was 2019 and not 1890 something.
Exactly.
Right.
Anymore. It's not your house anymore. He kind of laid off, and I think that's the only house we actually asked to go back to because it's so active.
Wow.
Yeah, I think these next spirits, a lot of people are mistaken for the demon.
Just grumpy.
I think they're just grumpy people.
He's just a naughty grump.
We
Yeah.
all know a few people that are grumpy.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
yeah,
Yes,
of
we
course.
do. We knew a lot of grumpy people.
Well,
Probably the same exact way.
Yeah.
People I don't think I've ever come across, something demonic. I can count on my hand, one hand, the times that I've come across something negative. This is one of those things.
Right.
And it's just a negative person. No, not you.
Wow! Somebody's sleeping on the couch tonight.
Yeah, hey,
you.
When we go on break, you can smack them for 5
No,
minutes.
I'm not feeding you. I'm working. So hope your couch is comfy, right? Oh my God.
Grumpy man. It was just kind of, they think as soon as an entity it's something that's having a bad day, kind of like the rest of us, and take it out on everybody else around them, or they're confused, so they take it out on everybody else. And
Yeah.
Aggressive people, they instantly go, "Oh, it's a demon. We need to, cleanse this house."
Yeah, and trust me, I know I have some great friends that have had some, traumatic hauntings that have, really been, blown up over the years through
Dramatic, you think?
and stuff like that.
Right.
And, I trust these people, and I believe they had an experience.
Right.
And if it was, demonic in some way, I believe them fully. It just hasn't happened to me.
Right.
Geez, almost 400 cases now over the past almost 10 years.
Wow.
And maybe it's, coincidental. Maybe I should count my blessings. Maybe it's, maybe
Yeah. And tomorrow Heath will be abducted by aliens and change his tune.
Do you keep a
Hey, never know.
Do you keep a journal at
I'll
all?
come back on and tell you.
Oh yeah, you got it. You got to let us know how it was.
We'll be using your
Make
balls.
sure you draw out the mothership and stuff,
Yeah.
and she can trace the history down and where it's going.
We'll have a pair of your balls there to make sure
Oh,
everything goes good.
She's never gonna let you live that one down,
I love it.
ever.
It's my most favorite paranormal investigating tool now.
Oh,
it
yeah.
truly is. It is my favorite, honestly.
So we haven't. I mean, literally, we haven't even got up to what they're doing now. But
I know,
it's just
I
that
know.
the history is. It's very fascinating because there are a lot of now. What is your stock in? All right, if somebody's having like negative activity in the house, and all of a sudden, I just see, I have that like psychology part of me that thinks, okay, maybe it's a psychological aspect. So it's stuff that I like to research and look at. But if somebody is having like this total bad reaction to the point where you get these shakes and this control of muscle, almost like a possession. But could, in your opinion, could it be something more on the psychological aspects of it than an actual possession?
Have you run into that?
What's your opinion on that?
Like pretty much, if is
That's
there
a can of worms right there.
I know, because it's like
He's
people
saying,
think
thanks.
because it's like you do. I'm sure not every house is haunted that you go into. Not every
Yeah.
case.
I'm more
Some of
curious
them-
about how some of the individuals, if you've run across anything where somebody shows like what people would consider signs of a possession.
Yes.
Yeah, we definitely have gotten, case requests that, people believe that they're possessed. And,
Right.
Unfortunately, some of those cases have been, psychological
Right.
issues, and we politely tell them, the right direction to go and help them in that sense.
Right.
But there has been times where we've gone into investigations, and people are very sensitive to when things happen.
Right.
Why, when we investigate, we try not to have the clients, watching us while we investigate.
Right.
Because something happens that could, trigger them into reacting a certain way. And, TV is saturated with a lot of this stuff, and
Yeah.
Hollywood with the movies coming out and things
Yep.
like that.
Right.
So a lot of people, that's the first thing they're jumping to is something negative.
Right.
There's a lot of misconceptions. Like, let's say somebody, there's a glass that slid off the counter and broke.
Right.
You think automatically that's something bad. They're breaking things. Glass flew off the counter.
I would look to make sure the table's even.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Table could be uneven.
Right.
That's when the glass slid off. But now it gets turned into over time. The glass was thrown off the table and broke.
Right.
Let's say it was something paranormal. Let's say something paranormal moved that glass
Right.
on the table. Could be something good. You have to think of it.
there's another realm of energies out there.
Exactly.
Get our attention. We have a hard time seeing them. Most of the time we can't see them. Most of the time we can't hear them. So they're trying to figure out any way possible to get our attention, whether that's touching us. We have no sense on what their strength is.
Right.
Our realm of physics. So them touching us, does it scratch us? Does it put a bruise on us?
Right.
They're just trying to get our attention. They could have the best intentions.
Exactly.
Or, them sliding that glass off gets our attention. It
Exactly.
got our attention enough for you to call somebody in.
Right.
So it could just be somebody good that passed away that's just trying to get the homeowners, attention.
Exactly.
It gets perceived as something bad.
Right.
It's friend activity because now whatever's there thinks that you don't like it. So now it's really trying to get your attention to show that it's okay.
Right.
So we have come across people who are just just have a misconception over the whole thing and think that everything's unfortunately bad. But that's when people like Tori come in to calm them down and tell them that.
Right.
That is
I like
so-
the little me side wave.
Absolutely.
The entire time you're talking, you're like, yeah, and so if something negative happens, I'm like, okay. That's rude.
Yeah.
But within them or an attachment of some sort, that's totally out of our realm. And
Right.
that's to, one of our contacts that, deal with solely that. Whether
Right.
that's one of the Johnsons or
Right.
We've worked with Chris Fleming in the past before.
Right.
So somebody who's, that's their sole job is to focus on,
Right.
the side of things like that.
Nice.
So do you have people that you go to help with, like, do you do the cleansings of the homes if people request it?
Yes, yeah. Depending on, we pretty much know one person in, pretty much every religion that that is common right now.
Right.
Depending on what religion the client is, that's part of the interview. When we're first entering a house.
Yeah.
What religion are you? If you even practice for them, and that's kind of put on the back burner in case they want somebody to come in to help them out afterwards.
Right.
Our sole purpose is to come in and investigate, research the house, at least give them a history on what the property was over the years,
Right.
and at the end of it, whether they want a blessing or a cleansing or something like that, we have contacts that we can give them. They
Awesome.
can call, depending on what religion they are. We can call a priest, a rabbi. We can call a demonologist if we needed. If they felt like
Right.
they needed one. Or if the rare occasion happened where we felt that it was necessary that they contact one. So we kind of have contacts all over the board.
Right.
And thankfully, that's one of the good things about being a part of a group that's well known is that people contact us wanting to help.
Exactly.
So we appreciate that very much.
You have the resources.
Yeah. Exactly.
Stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly it. Everybody has their
You
own
gotta
specialty.
spread Cody's balls all over the place. I'm telling you.
If you could see her face, and back in the day when we first had Cody on, she announced this. I kept threatening to mute her mic.
Oh, yeah.
It just wasn't gonna work.
But I mean, I tell you, it was like you invented that ball just for me, Cody. I have the best time with that.
Michelle, I'm so glad you're feeling better.
I am. I wouldn't have missed this for the world. Though.
Yeah, I mean, she's got her dog with her, so he's keeping an eye on her, and he's barking at her right now. So we're going to get ready to go for a break. So a nice short pause for the cause, and then we're going to get into where you're going and
Yeah,
what you
Cody's
guys
gonna
have
punch
been
him around a little bit on the
doing.
break.
Yeah.
Set up the couch
Yeah,
for
don't
him to
forget,
sleep
just
on.
go get his pillows for the couch. This way, if he says anything else negative, at least he'll be comfy.
Yeah. We all set. So we'll
right.
be back, guys, after this break.
Yeah, we're going to be right back right after this. We're just going to transfer over. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Don't
Watch
you
out,
love
Cody.
it
She's
when
gonna
this
beat
happens?
you up.
All right, we'll be right back.
o'clock. Check the board for calls, by the way.
Oh yeah, might help if people could see us. Might help if you guys could actually see us.
Right?
Sorry, I was enjoying my iced coffee too much.
I can't see Cody and Satori. Does he
Yeah.
have a black eye?
Who's got a black eye?
I'm wondering. I can't see them. So does Cody have a black eye?
No, Cody doesn't have a black eye.
Check the messages real quick.
Yeah, that's all. Just checking messages.
Yeah, check your messages. I think we solved the problem. That you're
Yeah,
talking
no
about.
worries.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely no worries.
Yeah, we
So
already
just
jumped on
to
that.
let everybody know my opinion on things and anybody that's listening in, when it comes to ATU Network, I pull no punches, and my guests are very well protected
And
on
you
my
will
show.
respect our
And
guests.
anybody that has an issue with anybody that I do have on my show, you ought to deal directly with me. You will be banned from the show permanently, and I will make sure of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because let me tell you something, this biking mama don't take no crap from nobody.
Nobody messes with
Ever.
our guests.
Uh-uh.
Just,
So,
just like
with
you
that
guys take a
being
stand.
said-
You guys take a stand against ghosts. We take a stand against lurkers. You are not joining our
Oh,
group.
heck no, not on this show.
Nobody talks crap about our people.
No.
That's not happening. He's
Ever.
He's lucky I couldn't reach through the internet and choke him.
Yeah, no worries. You know what? It happens. We've had it. Everybody has it. So, guys, don't worry about it. It's gone.
Hey, you know what? But that tells you how great you are because the haters
Yeah, that's
are
what it
just
is.
hating.
That's
Let
what
the
it
haters
is.
hate.
That's what it is.
Let 'em
You
hate.
guys are fantastic.
Yep.
So they say, hey, any press is good press, right?
Anything is good press.
That's the way I look at it. So we get good press at least once a week.
Yeah, exactly.
At least once a week. Once a week is good.
Yeah, once a week we get good press.
Yes. So we just
no worries.
That's just a big thing with us too. Is we make sure our guests. We want our guests respected.
Yeah,
we don't
that's, I
take no
demand
baloney.
that. So if anybody's going to call in and try to cause trouble, dude, you're not going to like me.
You heck no.
Just a warning.
Just a little warning. So you guys, the haters, for all you haters out there, you can hate all you want. Okay, you're gonna hate for the rest of your life because these two are gonna climb to the
Dude.
stars.
Find your zen, man.
Yes, sir.
Totally go with the flow. And guess what? You know what? We got some awesome crystal pipes for you that might help out.
That might help you too.
Okay? That'll keep you totally mellow. You won't have to worry about it no more. As a matter of fact, Michelle, give me one of those crystals. I'll show you guys. I'll show you. You can put whatever you want in this. It'll totally chill out your personality, okay?
Yeah.
Some nice fluorite crystal pipes. You'll really go with the flow with this, and you can zen out and complain to anybody you want. No worries.
Yes.
We gotcha.
You know what I
There you
would?
go.
You know that brings up
We weren't kidding.
that brings up a wish of mine. I wish I could get high with Cody on marijuana. That gives me a whole great idea. I would love to get high with Cody and
Oh my
film how he would
God!
act. What do you
Don't.
think?
Yeah, he's like, don't ask.
Let's
don't
figure
ask.
it out. We'll give him one of
We,
those-
we can set him out. Don't
Let's
worry.
set him up with a
we
fluoride
got plenty
pipe.
of stuff. I got crystals up the yin yang.
Yeah, then we'll film him and see what he does.
Maybe a good band idea. We can give him a nice.
You can be one of our test subjects for our pipes.
We got plenty. No worries. We only got 2 pipes left, but I can save one for him just in
Absolutely, absolutely.
case. So, with that being said, we've ranted.
And and solved an issue, but it's done.
Ah.
So tell us what. I'm gonna go into the questions, of course. So tell us what your aspirations are. Like, what are you guys still hoping to accomplish, and what's coming up in the future for you guys?
Ooh.
What do we want to accomplish?
Yes.
What do you want to know?
What do you want to accomplish? Is there certain like paranormal heights that you want to get to? Is there certain places that you still wish that you could get into and investigate? And I mean, what are the hopes and dreams now?
I mean, really, all my hopes and dreams in the paranormal kind of carry on the TAPS mission and carry on, my family's mission and help as many people as possible, kind of carry on that legacy. And,
That's an awesome mission.
I think that's a big one for me.
Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. Just helping clients, helping families. You definitely don't ever want to stop doing that.
Right.
Of course, visit some historical places around the country. I
Yep.
always want to do that. Go on like a big paranormal road trip type deal.
Oh, yes.
And visit some, really cool locations.
Mhm.
Not so much of the places that have been, overdone repeatedly.
Yeah.
But just some of the lesser known places that really have some history to them.
Right. Which ones would you like to?
I've already done like the whole East Coast thing down in Florida, which has been really cool. I got to visit some St. Augustine.
Oh, yes. I've been there. I got a
Yeah, there
picture of a
was-
horse on the street there. At
There
St.
was
Augustine's.
one I just
I've
read.
been there, Cody. That place is awesome. St. Augustine is awesome.
What was the name of that documentary we seen?
Which one?
We seen a documentary, and there was I can't remember the name of it. There was a house in it. I watched it. It was on thing, and it was about this crew that went in to do this haunted house type thing. And to this day, they still can't figure out how all those people died.
But everyone who went in that house seems to have
Yeah,
passed. That's
I'll have to
crazy.
remember the name of the movie.
So
Yeah.
So what do
That,
you want to
that
sink
would
your,
be a cool one to see.
right? I know. it's
That
true.
really would be.
What do you guys want to sink your teeth in next, though?
Yeah.
What's the next juicy project?
Can't hear.
What is it?
They can't hear you.
Okay. So what is your next juicy project that you guys want to get your paws in?
Juicy project that we want to get our paws in.
Yes.
Well, we want to start doing some talks together, right? We want to
Yeah.
start doing some presentations together.
Ooh,
Nice.
That's a great idea.
Libraries, even silly things like job day, at schools and stuff. Maybe
Oh, yeah.
kind of get ourselves out there and
Yeah.
bring the younger generation into the paranormal because we're not going to be here forever. So.
Right.
Right. Yeah. TAPS used to do the local career days at the middle school and high schools.
Nice.
So that was fun. It's always good to because you have to think that a lot of these kids that are in middle school and high school and even like your son getting into the paranormal and things like that.
Yeah.
Those are the people that are coming into next and.
hmm
Yeah.
A lot of the shows out there doesn't give a correct representation as to what we really do.
Right.
Yeah.
Getting the word out, is really great, to the younger generation. So
Absolutely.
planning on doing some talks and things like that. We're really just busy helping clients out, every weekend pretty much at somebody's house, whether it's a new client or revisiting an old client. A lot of the times it's not just one visit. A lot of times it's a few visits over a period of time. So
Yeah, I think that's the one thing a lot of
People don't realize.
people don't understand right now. It's like an ongoing type thing.
It's not just gone in one day. It's
Yeah.
kind of like a process.
Oh, I got my evidence later. Good luck with you. Yeah. No, it's not like that.
I give you guys so many props for that. That is like the best idea because what you guys do is lost to this generation. And that's why I love to see that you got onto Ghost Nation. I love to see that you with Satori. I would have told you want to get with her a long time ago, by the way. But I'm just saying. And I love the fact of that because you're right. These kids do not realize the work that actually goes behind the scenes on all these investigations. Like I'm sure, how do you prepare like your tech for an investigation? What are you even using for tech? People don't even know. They don't even know how to use their cameras properly to catch evidence. These kids have like a glorified concept of what paranormal investigators do. So that is the best idea to get
Yeah,
down
I
and
mean,
real with these
I
kids.
remember back in my younger days. Anyways, yeah, carrying around the big like cases, tons of wires in order to get like the DVD wires all over. There was nothing wireless back when I started. A lot of wires.
yeah, and we still prefer using with the DVR cameras at least using wired systems just
Yeah.
so there's no lag or
Yeah.
lag. And not that much interference because you have antennas off the wireless ones they're subjected to interference.
Right.
So trying to always get everything the most reliable as we can. But as far as equipment goes, getting it ready, usually new batteries for everything, no matter if you just put them in
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
A lot of money goes into just batteries. Because if you want to get good data and
Yep.
we find that spirit energy likes to absorb energies,
Right.
and things like that. So if you go into an investigation with batteries that have been in there for a week, you don't know if a spirit drained your batteries or they just died.
Right.
Kind of having a baseline.
True.
Just like when you go into a location, you do a baseline reading.
Yes.
You have to start somewhere. You have to get a ground reading to base your data off of that.
Yes, I do. That's how I do investigate as well. I always take baseline photos of everything before I do
Absolutely.
anything.
So putting new batteries in a piece of equipment is setting your baseline. You have brand new batteries, 100%, and now you go into location, and if you go into a room and they die,
Right.
know that you have a better understanding or a better point of view that it wasn't something normal happening there.
Yes, yeah.
Another thing is to set all the date and times to all of your recorders and cameras to the same exact time, just so you can correlate everything to each other. I always have more than one recorder going.
Good.
Right.
So just have the same exact time on all the recorders helps out a lot. A lot of people, you put new batteries in and you push play, and it says 2009, and it
Yeah.
just doesn't matter.
Yeah,
just
that's
have-
something. That's the something I was really guilty of because I'm trying to get the flashlight and see what's going on in the dark. So yeah,
Yeah.
guilty.
Yep. So just doing simple things like that really helps out in the long run when you're doing your review and things like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh my God, that's so awesome. So what is still like till this day? What is your favorite pieces of investigative equipment? Both of you guys.
Well, obviously the voice recorder.
Yep, him. Headphones and mic and recorder.
What
Yeah.
do you like to use, Satori? What's your favorite piece of investigating tool? I mean, I started out myself with a compass. So
We're old.
yeah, that's how old I am.
We're old.
So what's
Usually, I have to agree with Cody. Probably a recorder or maybe a basic K2 meter, something like that. I actually don't use a lot of equipment while investigating, just because I like diving into the social part of it.
right?
Like you said, I ask a lot of questions, and he's the one that kind of tries to elaborate on them. And
Right.
record. So he just kind of hands me a flashlight, and he's like, "All right, go on it."
That's awesome.
I talk. Mostly it's just me trying to communicate and see what I can hear by ear, and he's the recorder, so...
That's awesome.
He's a human recorder.
He is. That's awesome, though. He's like, here you go fly to the wind, take the flashlight.
That's how he's like, go, let's go.
That's awesome. And Cody's gets down and dirty with all the equipment, and you just back him up. She's such a lovely girl, though. She is. Excellent choice, Cody. Excellent choice. I totally, I concur with this decision. Totally.
Yeah, he says, okay, I need updated pictures. He's like, okay, he sent me 3. I couldn't decide, so I put all 4 on.
Yeah.
That solves that.
Yeah.
You know,
Put them all in there.
I mean, your equipment is amazing. The concepts that you come up with. I mean, I don't know why. you're not
Literally,
considered a
I mean,
genius.
what you utilize as far as like your mic, your recorder, and the way they have it set up, and the headphones, and I never would have thought of using that the way that you use that. I mean,
Right.
because that was for a totally different piece of equipment, but you just like, boom, there it is.
How like what is your IQ? What is your IQ?
I have no idea.
We gotta find that out.
Above an average IQ.
Average.
Well, it's not really about your IQ; it's about your imagination.
I mean, unbelievable.
And that's what it is. If you grow up as a child with a very large imagination, it's really easy for you to be an inventor, because most of the kids with broad imaginations, like whether it be Einstein or Alexander Graham Bell, those were people that had large imaginations that just went with
Amazing.
it. Hey, I see this in my head. Let's put it on paper and make it.
Amazing
Yeah.
inventor. Amazing inventor. That's
Yeah.
awesome. And then the thing is, I love the fact that you get right down and dirty with your equipment, testing them out, making sure everything is the way
Right.
that it's meant to be used, and it's perfection every time. So DeskTech is going to be a really, really big thing. I know it is.
I can't wait to show you the rest of the stuff.
Oh, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. I'm telling you, I am going to find an investigation that we can all do together. What do you guys think?
That sounds fun.
I think we got to
Okay.
get a car first.
We are going to get to an investigation.
My
with you
truck's
guys,
dead.
You know?
The engine went.
We do it.
One of them bicycles that holds like 5 people.
Hey, we can do that. I
We'll
would
make
love,
Joe carry all the equipment.
I would love to investigate with you guys is the Orpheum Theater and the
I've
Frederick
been
Douglass House
dying
with
to
the
get into
Underground
the
Railroad.
Orpheum Theater only because of the history and the stories my husband used to tell back when he was alive
Mm-hmm.
about some of the things that he's seen, and that's what it is. There's a lot of fantastic history in this Orpheum Theater
Oh,
down
that's
here in
a
the
good
South
one you guys
End.
should do, honestly.
You know, trying to get in it is.
And the Frederick Douglass House that we have here is literally the center of the Underground Railroad from the slavery times. And we still
Well,
have-
that's a catch-22. They don't know if it's from the slavery times or it's because the whalers. The
Yeah, it was
whalers
partly
used to bring
used.
the oil in that way too.
Yes.
So that's a catch-22.
So there's
but it's
actually
the
the underground
Orpheum
tunnel.
Theater is the greatest one I want to get in, only because of the beauty of the sculptures as well.
Here we are giving them work with like your project is.
I
you're gonna go to the
know,
Orpheum
but
Theater. Number
can you
2, you're gonna go
imagine
to
the
Frederick Douglass
photos
House.
inside there with the beauty of the old sculptures and still having all of the seats from back
Satori,
when they
it's
used
really
to? Oh,
juicy history.
it's beautiful.
Really,
Lots
really
of history
juicy
in there.
honestly.
Yep.
It's amazing. The abolitionists that were used with the Frederick Douglass House, all the history there.
Yeah.
Then going into the Orpheum Theater, I mean, it's amazing. But there's so much history. Because they even have a bowling alley in this place. It makes no sense.
No, they do now. They didn't back
Yeah,
then. but
there's
yeah.
actually the theater and a
Yeah.
bowling alley in there that people don't even realize.
Yeah,
So,
there was one other place
I-
that
I
was
think if
closed
you
down
guys-
too because the floor went on it.
Yes. It has no
the
power or
Armory.
electricity there.
Yeah,
so you
the-
have to bring a generator.
Yeah, the Armory also got closed
Yeah.
down. That's too bad too. That
Yeah,
would
but
have
we're
been good
giving them
history.
projects. We're like, you got to do
Yeah.
this project. You should pass the word along. And
Yeah.
you guys need to get into the Orpheum Theater. Satori can dive. into
Yeah,
the
a lot of
history.
people have been trying to save that building for
The
years.
building is
'cause there's a
actually
lot
for
of
sale
history
again
in it.
right
Yeah,
now.
there's a
Literally
lot
trying to
of
sell the
rich
building.
history in that building.
Probably seen it while searching up like local areas.
Yeah, Orpheum Theater.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's in the South End, not really too far from where we are.
Really, it's literally a 5-minute walk from where we are.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's really not that far. It's like 5-10 minutes from where we
Yes.
live. But
Yes.
the history and the building and what it was, and back in the day, the plays. That's where everybody used to go to do the plays. And
Mm-hmm.
then when my husband was growing up, they changed it to like a movie theater. But you still have all the old sculptures, the old
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
history of everything that happened in that building. So the energy of everything is still all in there.
Right, and my
so
father-
he used to tell me he's seen ghosts
Yeah.
and spirits there.
And my
as
father
well.
was actually at the Orpheum Theater when
Right.
a riot broke out one time back
Yep.
in the 70s.
And that's where a lot of people have died too. So can you imagine between you going back to, I think it's the 19 or 1800s. I did some research on
I mean,
that.
it's amazing. The
Yeah,
Orpheum
it's around
Theater.
the 1800s when it was originally built. You're going back then to all the people that have passed on that, just trying to see.
Maybe you
who-
guys can
what's-
save it.
Literally, it's fascinating. I'm sorry, I love this place.
I know, in our city,
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, it really does.
in our city of New Bedford, there's even a group that came together that tried to save the Orpheum Theater for
tried,
years
and
years
tried.
and
We're
years,
getting nowhere.
and got nowhere. And yet again, the building is for sale now. Again.
Yep. Every time an owner has it, they don't never keep it long.
Yeah. So maybe you guys can help save it. I bet you
Yeah.
guys.
You never know.
I would
Yeah.
love to save that building. I really would. There's a lot of history there.
People
A lot.
don't realize that New Bedford actually has a lot of
Yeah.
history, and a lot of historical places and a lot of interesting places.
I think the biggest issue is the neighborhood right now where it is.
Yeah.
The neighborhood, it's not the world's greatest, but the building itself is amazing.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
you guys would love it. I honest to God think you guys would absolutely love it.
Oh yeah,
Sure,
I love
I would.
theaters like that. That's awesome.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
have to send you
that's the
information.
main one. We've been trying. We've tried everything.
Yeah, and people have tried and tried over like a decade now to try to save this building.
Yep.
And it's just something happens every time. The owners do not keep the building for long. Power
No.
doesn't even get put on in that building.
Nope.
Every time there's a new owner, even.
Nope.
There's never
Literally,
even
they had a
electricity.
storefront, and that's none of the other parts of the building get used.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's like you guys would love it,
You
honestly.
get, literally, you go. You know how you used to go in, and there was stairs to go up in order to go like into the balcony part seating for
Yeah,
when there
there's
was a play,
balconies with these
and
beautiful
the
sculptures.
separate areas. It's still there.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's structurally sound to go up there, but the building itself is amazing. Oh, don't worry, tie a rope on me, I'll be fine.
I know, we're like, oh my God, we got such a big drop for you guys.
Yeah, just hold me if I fall.
Yeah. You will, but you guys would absolutely
That
love
would be an
one.
amazing building to do. It really would.
That's not a well-known place, but it's a place that, honest to goodness, has some sort of strange history attached to this. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And enough that there's actually even the committee that was put together to try to save it.
Yeah, because it's an historical building. The
Yes.
committee can't get anywhere because of the private owners they keep buying.
Yeah, and if we could get you guys down to New Bedford, we could actually see you. That would be awesome.
So now that we've ranted and raved about the Orpheum Theater, which we love, okay, so you guys do an investigation with Taps, and now you guys are on the Travel Channel.
How does that feel? What's that like?
It was an odd feeling, for sure. Seeing yourself up there, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was the worst part was watching yourself and be like, ooh, that. I remember when we did that and it turned out this way, and just kind of critiquing ourselves
Right.
when we were on the screen.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was some things, because it was filmed a while ago, and you just forget, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember doing that. It was good. It's amazing, trying to seeing what goes into a production, and everything's great. It was a lot of fun, cool experience. Experiencing how everything is filmed and things like that.
Seeing yourself in action.
Yeah, absolutely.
Weird.
Yeah.
Your own worst critics, right?
Yeah, and it's amazing, the time span, because we're truly investigating for, a span of 3 days there. But
Yep.
we are, because, doing the history of the place and everything else, and condensing that all into an hour is, actually 43 minutes.
Right.
Wow.
I wouldn't want to be an editor trying to edit
That's true.
just trying to get the story across, get the background of the play, show the investigation, and show what you got.
Wow.
And still keep it entertaining, of course. It's amazing what goes into that. It would drive me crazy if I had to edit something like that.
Right? So what did you use for equipment on that investigation? Did you use your testing?
Headphones, recorder. What else did you use?
Did you try out some of your equipment?
I was mainly monitoring, all the cameras and everything else.
Right.
Throughout the house, and but some of the stuff that was being used was some new stuff from a company called Ghost Stop, and it's a thing called a GS2 laser. Some really cool things. If you get a chance to watch the episode, we actually it was recorded that things started going off by itself.
Nice.
With Jason and Steve. It was Tori actually tried something out when she was investigating.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, we had a mist machine, like a fog machine, and
Ooh.
there's a theory that if something might be passing through and you feel the wind of something passing by, maybe it could, swipe up some of this smoke, and maybe you'll be able to see how it moves. So it was kind of fun trying out these theories, especially with my dad.
Nice.
Yeah, and he was like, "We're gonna try this." So it was.
That is
really
so cool.
Was that the fun part?
I think
Finally being able to work with your dad on a production? Was this your first one?
Yeah, it was my first one. It was
Yeah.
It was interesting because now I know what my dad does when he goes off for a week or so and he's going to help people and while investigating. So it's really cool. I kind of get to do what my sisters got to do, and I used to beg him to let me do. So
Right.
it's cool.
That is so awesome.
That is awesome. So you're the youngest then?
I'm the youngest daughter,
Ah.
younger brothers. So yeah.
Cody,
Nice.
excellent choice. Excellent choice. Same. Bon appetit, guy. Bien. Okay? Awesome.
Help me. Michelle, that was a beep. Was that your sugar?
It's probably my low blood sugar.
Oh,
yeah.
goody.
Okay. I'll have to check that in a second. But, I mean, that just... if I was looking at myself, I always find, the strangest things. I would be, checking to see if my butt looked good in my jeans. That's what I would be doing.
I'm going over evidence, right?
Yeah, she'd be going over evidence. I'd be going,
And
"Oh, I
she's
should've done
saying, "Oh my
hands."
God, look! I shouldn't have worn those pants."
I'll be,
I'm like, "What?"
I'm like, you gotta look good.
You have to remember that, things in night vision look a lot different
Yes. Yeah. How many times I tell people, yeah, no stretch pants.
Oh my goodness, though! But I always want to make sure my butt looks good when I'm getting filmed on it.
No stretch
Ooh,
pants,
yeah.
people. None.
I'm 43. I'm a little vain about my tushy. I gotta make sure it looks good on camera.
Only Michelle, I swear.
It's true. It's true. So, do you have any new projects that are coming up with the Travel Channel?
Nothing really new. No.
Are they crazy?
So what's coming up with you for the future? Are you guys going to appear in a few more episodes?
We have no idea. We don't know where it really goes from here. But I'm sure if something does happen, we'd be happy to help and come back on. It'd be a really cool experience. But as of right now, we know nothing.
Yeah, we're doing the cases right now. We have to investigate first.
See, I knew there was a trick.
Yeah.
Investigate the houses first. So,
Yeah.
So we, there's definitely been some, interesting cases that we're working on that, you never know what happens to them.
Right.
And what comes out of them. So yeah, I guess.
Some new cases and stuff.
You guys are hiding. You guys are hiding the fact that you guys got more Travel Channel stuff. Don't you play fool with me. You.
No, not nothing at the moment.
Yeah. You guys are not allowed to say.
Yeah, he's not saying anything.
Yes. I look at Cody's face. I can see Cody's
Yeah,
face.
Michelle can actually see you guys.
Yep.
Hopefully she'll be able to be on camera by Sunday.
The most fun I've always had was investigating with Cody too. Honestly, when we did the Slater Mill a few times.
I was off.
was. It was
I
a
was
good
off
one.
in the back because me and my empath stuff. There was so many people. It was like I was feeling everything from everybody.
It was
so I was
awesome.
like that way.
Yeah, I was really.
And
really
Michelle's all, yes, I'm here too. So she's always in the center.
I'm like happy just to meet the ghosts. Even I'm just, yeah. How are you? How you doing? You having a good time hanging out at the house?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
footstep one. We were there.
Yeah. Remember
When you
that?
got the footsteps.
Did you get to? Was it the time that we went inside that where the spinning wheel of the river? What that?
Oh
what-
yeah, the water wheel.
Yes. That was a pretty cool place too. I think we caught.
Yeah,
everything
well,
there, too.
my recorder died in there.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Literally died.
Yeah,
That's
that's
spot, the running water and everything. That's
Yeah.
right. Do you remember the actual bell getting pulled down? Do you remember that one? Somebody actually. We were standing under the.
I think I was in the back of that. Were we walking out of the first building? we were in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and it had a.
No idea what's going on.
Oh, Slater Mill.
Oh, the Slater Mill
Slater
in Pawtucket,
Mill.
Rhode Island.
Yeah. But it was in the.
Slater Mill a lot, so I used to go there. It's really interesting. Like during the school field trips, you'd be walking, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, stuff will happen sometimes." Like, okay.
Yeah, it was the water wheel that had I think the most eeriest feeling.
That area was weird. Yeah, the
Yeah, it
water
was
wheel.
eerie.
And then we had we were literally, you're right, Cody. We were walking out of the building,
Yeah.
and it was one of those giant bells, like the Liberty Bell, where somebody actually has to pull the rope to make it ring.
Yeah.
And it went on by itself at the Slater Mill. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think you got I don't know, it was something.
Yeah, I know. I remember us getting some pretty
Yeah.
cool evidence off of that investigation. That
Yeah, I
was
remember
awesome.
that.
So that's another juicy spot.
That just reminded me of speaking about following. I remember when Ghost Hunters filmed at Slater Mill. Her dad was in that same water wheel room, and they were talking to a little boy. It was one of the first times they had direct communication.
Yes.
Wow.
If I remember correct, the boy ended up following her dad home.
Wow.
I don't know if he asked the boy to come with him.
Oh.
But I think that was one of the only times where something like that had happened.
A little boy died there.
Didn't stay very long.
Yeah.
A little boy actually died there, fell into the wheel, the equipment actually, because they used to have children.
I know that story.
Yeah.
Yes, and that young boy, it sounds like it could have been that young boy that died there.
Yeah, it could have been, yeah.
All they did was pay the family for his death, and
That's
just
crazy.
kind of got a new kid. It's sad how it worked, but
Yeah,
I
they
like
were.
the back there. That was a cool place.
I want to go
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, it's
Oh, I
like
love
they
that
used
place.
to make the kids literally run in the
It
machines.
was child labor, literally child labor.
You know, and it was.
The kids had small hands. That's why they needed.
Yeah,
the small
there's a
hands to get
certain
into the
area
areas.
in there towards the back where I was. That's always where I get this certain voice. But the problem is the water.
kind of blocks it out.
The water, it like interferes with it, so you can't really kind of figure out who it is. That would be a Cody
That's pretty
thing.
cool, though. So, what did your dad do with the little boy?
What's that?
What did your dad do with the little boy? What happened to the little boy that followed him home?
What year was this?
It had to be 2005.
I was 5 years old, so he
Maybe she got a little brother that way.
maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it was. I want to say, no, it didn't stay for long. You know, it was just something brief that happened.
Right.
But it just reminded me that they filmed there and everything.
That's so neat.
Yeah, it was right in that same water wheel room.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, the meters were responding to their questions and things like that.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't think anything ever came of it. It just from the fact that it happened and nothing long term or anything.
That's pretty epic,
Right.
though. I mean, it's the little boy. It fits the history. That little boy died in that first building. And it just fits the history completely. So I mean,
Yeah, because
it
the last building we went in wasn't originally there. It was actually
it was
moved
built
there.
later on. Yes.
Yeah, it was moved. The
Yes.
top part of the building was moved there.
Yeah. Oh, we should hook up and go
Yeah.
back to the Slater Mill. I'll call Carl tonight. We'll go. We'll have a great.
No, that'd be so much fun.
Oh,
Yeah, it would be
we'd
a
love
lot
it.
of fun.
We would love it.
There's a lot of history there.
Yeah.
It's just when there's a lot of people. I guess I'm not used to a group investigation, so the empathic side just kind of
Yeah.
goes over here.
But it's okay because we can be full speed ahead, and
Yeah.
it's a place that I mean they're active spirits, and I think there is some residual in one of the other buildings, in one of the later buildings.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I was always wondering. If those footsteps were residual or was it
Active.
an active haunt?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a curious question.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Unless you have more time to, actually ask them to, do it on command, you don't really know.
Right.
We had time to do, and it's tough in certain situations when you have a lot of people like
There was
that.
a lot of people.
It was
in
a
there.
big group.
It was a huge group.
I would love to be able for us to use your equipment at the Slater Mill, all the new stuff. That would be so epic.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm hoping by next year to have everything tested and ready to go.
A year? You're gonna make us wait a whole year?
You gotta go to the doctors anyways, kid.
I need like a case of Cody balls.
Oh
Lynn.
my god.
I
Here
need
we
a case
go.
of Cody balls. That's it. I need one for every. Honestly, because we've never got to use them in some of the locations, so I think that would be really awesome. Actually,
Yeah, mine's in my equipment case.
yes,
right now.
it's awesome. I love it. Don't get offended, Satori, but I love Cody's
You
balls.
know, we haven't tried that in this house yet.
No, we haven't actually. We haven't tried it
No,
here.
we'll
at
have
this
to try it in this house.
house. It's a little fun gadget. I always have it in my purse. It comes with me everywhere.
Yeah, she does. She pulls it out at restaurants when
Yes,
we're waiting for
I
food
do.
or something.
I do.
She'll pull it right out on the
It's
table.
It just makes for interesting conversation. It makes for very interesting conversation. That's for sure.
Either that and people think she has this imaginary ghost cat that likes to play with it or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
You never know.
It's so great. So we'll have to do that.
Question for you: so when you go on investigate, do you bring crystals and stuff with you?
Yes.
Yeah, I have crystals with me always.
All the time.
So each one of them have like a different meaning and everything? Because I'm not too familiar with using them and things like that.
They have a different energy.
There's certain energy in certain crystals depending on what happens. Most of the time they're sealed and not out, but just in case somebody does require them and need them.
We got 'em.
Some of them are like grounding, some of them are protective.
Some of them ignore negativity.
Right. So some of them actually absorb negativity because you got to figure psychologically if an individual has like certain like disorders, like medication can affect you as far as a haunting, and psychological disorders as far as chemical imbalances can also interact with an actual haunting. So the idea is to take the crystals and get them more balanced.
Yeah, the bill
Balance
kind of helps,
them down so this way you know
Yeah.
actually what is going
It
on.
settles down
That's
their
a lot what I use
psychological
it for.
side.
Right.
The crystal, that's what they do. The crystals can literally settle down their psychological side.
Yep.
So we always do bring crystals with us
Yep.
that do help with protection. Sometimes we have crystals to make crystal grids, even if it's a really, really crazy active haunting.
Yeah, because some people just get spooked, and you
Right.
put them in a crystal grid, and they're fine.
Crystal grids keep them
Yeah.
safe, keep them calm, keep them balanced. They're not freaked
Yep.
out. So I mean, it's another interesting piece of I think as investigative equipment
Right.
is to use the power of the crystals. Plus, psychologically too, I always bring rosaries because people in different religions get comforted by
Right.
the thought of a rosary too. So that's always kind of like my little party treat. I always hand out rosaries or crystals.
I
at
don't do
investigations.
rosaries. Sorry.
Well, because a lot of people have that belief and they feel
Right.
safer. So psychologically, it helps them out.
My only experience with crystals was so when I was going through treatment and everything,
Right.
with cancer, there was a point where I was just trying everything,
Right.
you know, to try getting the levels to go down and things like that.
Right.
It was at a point where none of the treatment drugs were working, and things just kept going up. So one of the things I tried doing was Reiki.
Awesome.
I went to a practitioner actually in New Bedford, and I would go 3 times a week, and when she was doing it, she put a bunch of crystals all over me while I was laying down on the table.
Yeah.
My only experience with them, and then after everything was done, I had my last session with her. She put all the crystals that she was using in a bowl, and had me reach in blindly and take out 2. And actually, I
Exactly.
keep them in my coat pocket whenever I'm invested. My TAPS coat pocket.
Yeah, that's a Reiki master teacher. I'm a Reiki master teacher too. You have 7 basic chakras in your body, the
So
main
that's great.
chakras that help with certain things, and certain illnesses can be affected by blockages of the chakras. So
That's
going
great that
through
you
what
did
you
that.
went through as far as your treatments, and then having also the chakra energy not flowing correctly, what you did was keep everything flowing to help the healing factor as well. Yeah.
That's actually why we have literally like specific like chakra crystals to help people with the alignment of their chakras on a daily basis. And it's very smart that you're carrying a crystal around with you all the time.
Always.
Always. We don't even leave the house without stuffing our bras full of crystals. Seriously. Our boobs all of a sudden weigh 25 pounds because we're putting tons and tons of crystals in them. And crystals are everywhere. In every purse.
She's fun,
every
isn't
pocket.
she?
Thank you. But that's great that you actually, you were able to experience literally the power of crystals.
Yeah, and the numbers dropped too. The numbers dropped. I remember going in because I used to have to go in for blood counts pretty much every other day.
Right.
Yeah.
The numbers started dropping, and the doctor was saying, whatever you're doing, just keep doing it.
Yeah, there's a couple crystals I have that actually work with the energy.
Whatever
of the blood.
works. And it's, for those of you guys that don't know, he is a cancer survivor. It was leukemia, right?
It's a blood disorder. It's really difficult to get rid of, and he succeeded. So
How
I'm a
many?
bone marrow donor.
bone marrow donor.
How long has it been now since all that?
6 years past next April will be 7 years.
Wow.
Awesome.
Transplant.
So all testing still comes up clear, all good, healthy from top to toe.
Yep.
Everything good?
Yep, everything's good.
Wow.
Everything's good. Thankfully, yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
goodness.
that's good.
And now you're fully and truly in love, so that adds another happy aspect.
Yeah, it's interesting how crystals work. I just totally laughed and stuttered at the same time. It's amazing how crystals work.
The doctor was very surprised, he was just, they were dropping, and they weren't before I started doing that.
Right.
And they did a count one day, and it was, down when it shouldn't have been.
Yep.
And he just said, I don't know what you're doing, or, whatever you're doing, just, keep doing it. So
Right.
I did. I kept going back, and I would go, visit the practitioner for, three times a week or so.
Awesome.
And, she was very gracious to, donate her time to, help me out. And,
Sure.
I'd never heard of it before until she mentioned it to me, and, it definitely opened my mind to, other sources of healing.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So-
see, I started Reiki a long time ago when I was 18, but I became a master teacher when my husband developed liver cancer.
Wow.
So he actually lasted 10 years past the time he was supposed to.
Because of,
There was no reason for him to still be living between the enlarged heart and the fact that his liver was functioning off of like this much. That's all he had for the liver. There was no way that he was supposed to survive, and he did. And that's why I got into it, and I got into
power of
that. And the
crystals.
crystals and the aromatherapy was for him. Because I needed to find something I could do to help him, so that's what I did. So as far as utilizing it for cancer, yes, I recommend it. I still recommend seeing your doctors, but I like the added benefit of the treatment for it, so yeah.
and I have actually a concept.
Yeah.
I think that with the power of crystals, you can literally, I don't want to say the word but capture a spirit. Like you could literally know an area and literally make a grid, and then you're capturing the spirit inside that grid.
I guess we'll be having an experiment when we go.
I believe honestly that works because it kind of gives them the energy also to be able to.
Like some Ghostbusters stuff.
Yes.
Come on.
Every
I got a
concept
bunch of
comes-
quartz. We can make a grid.
It comes from.
We're all set. We're covered.
It does come from somewhere. You know what I mean? And the power of crystals, that might be something else you might want to add to your testing.
Well, that would be a good thing to see if the energy changes inside the grid versus the outside the grid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Like a oscilloscope to one of them, to put
Yeah.
on a crystal or something to see if the
Smart
energy.
stuff.
Yeah, that would be it would be a very interesting test, a really interesting concept to see.
I mean, I think of
what
things
it
like
does.
that. I think of things like that because I literally
Yeah.
started investigating with a compass and a pen and a paper. So
Huh.
I always look at objects as ways to use them on an investigation. I'm not smart inventor like you, Cody. I can't even write my name straight. But I come up. I love the energies and I love the concepts of using the power, whether it be like for instance, when you use the compass, that's the absolute natural magnetism of the planet Earth. That's not fake.
Right.
You know, how does that work? How does a compass truly work?
Yeah, because a compass always points north, so you need to
Right.
know how to read it. But you figure if the compass is churning when you're on an investigation, of course you have to have a camera on it to
Yes.
prove it happened.
Yes.
But still,
Yes.
you know, if it turns on its own, then you know there's definitely something going on
That's
there.
crystal power,
Yeah.
and it gives the energy.
Yeah.
It gives you the energy also to help them come through. And I found too that's less batteries, Cody. It's less batteries.
There you go. That's a
Not on my pot.
Yeah, the quartz can absorb the energy versus them absorbing the energy off the batteries.
Right.
It gives them an energy that doesn't involve your equipment. It's almost like an energy distraction is what I call it.
Yes, but you still have to have the camera
do have to
going.
have of course,
yeah,
the
so
camera
my
to audio
batteries will
everything.
just die.
Yeah. So you might want to try that idea, you know. Interesting.
Yeah, that would be a really interesting. There really couldn't be that many people around. Why is she sending
Okay.
me pictures?
I know
of
we're
this?
running out of time, and I gotta ask
Sorry.
this question, okay? Cody and Satori, how did you guys get together? Tell me the love story.
Oh my God.
story.
I-
Just meeting and over time investigating and working together and getting along. Yeah.
So Satori, who made the first move? Did you or did Cody?
It just kind of happened. You know?
Thank you. I know exactly what it is. You guys are really close as friends, and you just kind of realized you were a couple before you even realized you were a couple.
Right?
I guess so.
Well, my kids knew I was a couple with my best friend, who was my husband, before I did.
Yeah.
It was paranormal. That's what it was.
It was paranormal.
There you
It
go.
was a paranormal love romance. I love the story.
Go.
Now, what about a book, Cody? You have over 400 investigative experiences. Have you thought about writing a book? Do you keep a journal at all? How do you keep
Yeah,
it straight?
Every one of my cases I have documented. So even back to the first one I ever did. So there's definitely material there and stories to tell.
Mhm.
So I think just when I have time to write everything down, absolutely.
In
Yeah.
between all your inventing?
I mean-
between everything.
Right. I know.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. So busy. But it would be an amazing experience to
Yeah.
be able to have, like, literally have a book with all your adventures and investigations and experiences. That would be so awesome.
Because there's a new one every week, so I
Right? You make-
You have to pick some of the best ones, I guess.
You can make a series. It literally could be like a 10-part series. It'd be like 10 books, all the years of stories.
That would be.
that'd be really cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. It would literally be a series of your ghost hunting adventures. Come up with some. Yeah.
I don't know if people would read it.
People would love it. People would love it. Then also the part about the science and the investigating and the inventing of things and using
Yeah,
it.
I can see that.
Yeah, because you put a different spin, you put a different theory on what you do.
Yes.
Right down to even when you're cutting your EVP. It's not just listening to the sound of the EVP. You're also putting it through other programs as
analyze
well
audio
in order
way
to
more.
analyze it. And not normal people, I'm not saying you're not normal. I'm saying the average person wouldn't go that far.
Yes.
But you do go that far. So information like that really is quite interesting.
Wow, I can't believe you remembered all that.
Of course I did.
Of course.
I remember. I'm a bookaholic. I read a novel in a day. I retain information. Yeah.
But curiosity kills the cat. That's why I got to ask, because I know that you've had an amazing life.
Right.
Amazing life. Telling your story about how you survived leukemia and investigating and how the heights that took you and all the wonderful people that you've met along the way. I mean, it's just begging for a book series.
Yeah.
Literally.
That'd be really cool.
Well, you have to. Yeah, literally, because your story is actually very inspirational for those that don't have any fight left.
Exactly.
That's what it is. You could tell your story about what you've been through, where you came from, and where you are now. You could actually inspire millions of people to keep going, to
Global.
keep fighting, to keep searching, and to survive, where normally they would have given up.
Yeah. And then come on, Cody, you got to write these books. You got to write these books. I'm putting you to work. That's another assignment.
I'm sorry, I touched her. That's how I feel.
Yeah. That's another.
Choked up now.
I'm sorry. Michelle, crack a joke.
Oh my goodness. But that is your homework assignment. That's another homework assignment, guys, okay? Get working on the book series. Start from the beginning. Get your journals out. Organize your thoughts. Tell your story, which is the most
Exactly.
important thing. And that's what we love absolutely the most about you when you come on our show, is that it's your story. It's
Exactly.
not all the equipment. It's not all the investigations. It's not all those things. It's your life story. Okay? And we're blessed also to now know Satori's life story.
Yeah.
We're going to find out more. All right?
A lot to come for sure.
Yes. Yes. So I would love that, and I would love to meet you both. And your energy just shines through. You are just such a special person. You're both amazing.
Yep.
You know, you guys were destined to be together. That's it. Don't forget.
Go to Slater Mill. Now it's a date. You have to go.
Oh, I
Absolutely.
like Slater Mill. Hopefully we can get there on a dead night.
Absolutely. I'll call Carl.
Huh?
Are they open in wintertime?
Yes.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I've investigated it.
I'd have to have her call Kyle. I
call
call
her.
Kyle and he ignores me. She calls him and everybody goes, okay. It's Michelle.
Well, I've done actually the Edgar Allan Poe readings there at the Slater
Yeah.
Mill. Carl's invited me to be a speaker. So I've gone there even just for the Edgar Allan Poe days and read the poetry and all that.
Yeah.
So I have gone in the wintertime. I've investigated there in the wintertime too.
Yeah, but you also used to take New Bedford.
I used to take the New Bedford Paranormal Youth Society.
Yeah, she used
there.
to take them there. That
That
was
was
their
their
like graduation was going there.
Yep.
So she's known Kyle for a long
Yeah.
time.
So the graduations from the
Yeah.
kids that were part of the New Bedford Paranormal Youth Society
Right.
was actually getting to go to the Slater Mill and put all their skills to the test with Carl and, you know, the whole 9 yards. So it was literally the ultimate. It was the
Yeah.
ultimate for them. So we'd love to go back. And Carl would probably book us on a night that was kind of like easy night. And we'd probably have the place probably all to ourselves. It's happened to me before. So
Yeah, never
we can
for
have
me.
it all to ourselves every day.
Never for me.
Yeah. It would...
Dead winter night. Yeah.
Yeah, dead winter
wouldn't
would
it be
awesome.
awesome? Like a really, you know how energy
A
is
nice
different?
dead night.
When the barometric, when the barometric pressure is low and there's more spirit activity. because
Yeah,
of
well, you have to
that.
be careful of the barometric pressure because it does cause sometimes equipment to be off,
Oh
especially
yeah,
with the running
we got
water
an
right next
expert with
by.
us. We got Cody the expert. We got the expert equipment guy right here. He's the super tech. That's what he is. That's the man of the balls.
Okay, so you are never going to live that one down, you know.
I love
never.
it. It is truly my favorite.
You had to make it as a sphere. You're never going to live that one down.
So why don't you guys tell us how people can reach you, how people can find you, how people can, you know, tell us all the goods. Before we end tonight, tell us how people can get a hold of you.
So to get a hold of TAPS, of course, you visit the Atlantic Paranormal Society.com, or Facebook's a great thing that everybody's using now. So
Right.
either one of the TAPS pages, the Atlantic Paranormal Society, or TAPS Home Team Facebook page, you can send a message. You can send a message to either of us on Facebook, and we'll point you in the direction of the case manager to, get you help, or even if you have a question you just want to ask us, Facebook's a great way. My email's CodyDespy@yahoo.com or CodyRayDespy@yahoo.com. Just type one of them in, it'll reach me. As far as events coming up, we have a taps event on November 23rd at the Primitive Crow where that box came from.
Nice.
Awesome.
Insane place. It's
It's a
awesome.
really cool place.
Oh, wow, that's
You
awesome.
communicate, you think far away, but it's actually not that far away. It's right over the line.
Good. Wow.
Nice.
23rd.
Mhm.
And there's a few more events coming up, but I just can't remember them. They're all on the TAPS Facebook page.
Okay. We'll have to put a link.
Want to come out and investigate with us? That's the best way to do it.
Oh, come on, guys. You got to go out and investigate with these two.
Oh my goodness, we are. I'm not kidding. We are going to the Slater Mill. We are going to save the Orpheum Theater. We're going.
Yeah,
to
the
find out
Orpheum.
the goods on
That's
the
my biggest
Underground
one. Trying to
Railroad.
figure out how to save that history.
Because I'm like
Before
Satori. I
it's
love
too
history
late.
too. So we are going to solve these
Yeah.
amazing mysteries that people just have not had the interest to do it, but we do. So we should do it.
Yeah,
Why not? Let's save
we'll
it.
figure it out. Huh?
Look into the Union Theater too in Attleboro.
Okay.
There's an alarm going off.
Oh.
I remember investigating.
Warning! Warning! Sorry.
The aliens are coming.
Yeah, I told you they'd come for you.
So it's the Union Theater in Attleboro.
Yeah, on Union Street in Attleboro.
I was born. Yeah, my sister was born in Attleboro.
Awesome. We'll have
I
to
was
look
born
into
in
that.
Norwood. My brother in Franklin. So I came up from that area.
We'll have to look
Yeah.
at that one.
Cool field trip when I was had to be second or third grade to see a play there, and then right after that it closed down, and it was open up for years.
Wow.
We all, left. When I was there, I remember seeing it. We all left, like, it looked like the 50s in there. They had, like, the snack bar and everything. And I think it was 2 levels of seating, and it was a really cool place. It looked small from the outside, but when you go in it, it's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
It's been closed down ever since. They boarded up the doors. I was in it once with the first team I was ever with. We didn't really get a chance to investigate, but he was open to it. I'm not sure if it's the same owner now.
Uh-huh.
But, I don't live in that area anymore. And, but it would be cool to, check out at least.
Wow.
Absolutely.
You
I'm
come
down.
from that area too?
Yeah, I was born in Attleboro.
Oh, no kidding. I was born in Norwood. Son of a gun. I'm too old though. You probably would have been a little kid.
But I'm
Not
down.
even a gleam in your daddy's eye yet.
I'm down for that. I think we should definitely do
Yeah.
that. Oh my god.
Oh my God, we're out of time.
It's the
I realize that.
wow. 2
Damn.
hours flew by, guys. We had so much to talk about. Oh my goodness.
All right, 90 seconds left, guys. We're going to see you here tomorrow night. We're going to be talking about crystals and respect of people. What a combination, but hey.
Crystals and respect tomorrow.
Crystals
believe it or
and
not,
respect
guys.
is what we're dealing with tomorrow. We're going to talk to you about some of the energy and the properties and how to work with them, how to bless them, how to clean them in order to help you out. So,
Cody
and
and
again,
Tori,
you
thank
want to
you very
watch Ghost Nation. What's the episode, Cody?
Haunting on
Squire
Squire Street.
Yes.
Okay,
All right.
go watch Haunting on Squire Street.
You guys get your watch
Ghost
party
Nations
going.
guy, watch it up. You'll see it's a wonderful episode, and we're definitely gonna bug him until he comes back again.
And I'm going to send Tori and Cody all the goods on all the other things because we're going to go down.
All right,
Awesome.
peace out,
Thank
peeps.
you so much.
We absolutely love you. And where is it now?
We are blessed to have you
There
guys.
we go.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight
out.
on Awakening the Unknown on the ATU Network.
With Susan Swanbeck and Michelle Sullivan.
Love you guys.
Network. For more information on upcoming shows and appearances, be sure to follow us on Facebook and on the web at awakeningtheunknown.wixsite.com.
ATUnetwork.net. Sorry, that's what it is now.
Thank you so much
Peace
guys
out,
for joining
peeps.
us tonight. Have a great night. Thank you.
Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye, it says.